All right, welcome back. We're going to take a look at the brand new Endeavour OS. Now, I recorded this, I downloaded the ISO yesterday or the day before. I lost track. I've been doing so many tests. Anyway, this is a replacement or an offspring, I do believe, from the Entergos OS days. This is meant to be a more friendly, more newbie-friendly Arch-based, Linux-based system for anybody who wanted to try a Linux-based on Arch. So I thought, sure, why not? Now, I tested this. I installed this inside a VirtualBox. I used the Windows 10 as the host machine, and I downloaded the system from the Endeavour OS website. A pretty good website. There's some question and answers on how to get started, instructions on how to best install this inside a VirtualBox. I believe there was a spot there where they say for best results you should do a full install on a separate hard drive or a separate machine. So just to let you guys know, but I decided to try VirtualBox. I've had very good luck lately. At least testing Ubuntu-based systems. So why not give Arch-based Endeavour OS a shot inside a virtual machine? So here we go. This is going to be more or less in real time. So here we are booting this off the download, and we're going to start the installation process inside our VirtualBox. I will tell you, in my brief look at this, and this is not a review or a full review by any means. I will tell you, as a Windows user, if the team at Endeavour OS was trying to make something user-friendly, newbie-friendly, so far I would say they have succeeded. So kudos to the Endeavour team. So here it says choose installation method, offline, online. If you go online, you have different desktop environments to choose from. So I decided to play it safe and chose the default offline desktop environment, which is Xfce. Great, simple desktop environment to use, especially for newbies. So it says here, welcome to the Endeavour OS installer. So at least this part, yeah, very newbie friendly. A graphical installer. You do not have to use the terminal as you would when installing a plain Arch system. So I'm using the entire disk, or erase the entire disk to install this. So what is your name? I just wrote in TOS. Password, I think I did 1234. Again, this was just a test. Did not do 123 or 1234 or whatever. I did 123 for a password. In fact, it says the password is too short. Yes, it is. And here we are. The Endeavour OS installer is about to install this. I agree to that. And then we follow the wait for this. So this didn't take that long. Again, this is pretty much, I'm showing you this pretty much more or less in real time. So this is going to be one of those, what you see is what you get. So we're going to let this play out and show you what I went through, at least installing this in a VirtualBox. I don't know if this would be a faster install and a actual full install in a separate machine. I didn't feel like doing that. I have a feeling it will be. But that being said, this didn't really take that long inside a VirtualBox with Windows 10. As a host, that machine, I have a Dell that has about 16 gigs of RAM. Not really a lot, but it was sufficient to run this VirtualBox. So here they give you a little bit of a slideshow about Endeavour OS. One thing I will tell you, when this was all done, I should have installed the VirtualBox guest editions to give me proper resolution. I had trouble with the resolution, so I did not install the VirtualBox guest editions. As far as those editions go, you really should do that too if you wanted to fully test this in VirtualBox. I wasn't in the mood, so I had a little bit of trouble trying to find the perfect or more better resolution. That was my fault. That is not the fault of Endeavour OS, just to let you guys know when we are done with this. So we're going to let this play out in real time, and you can see what I went through. So I didn't notice anything unusual, or it didn't take unusually too long to install this. Yeah, it was pretty much what I would have expected. It does have a nice welcome screen, as you see here, after the system is installed. Update mirrors, update system, detect system issues, change display manager, Endeavour wallpaper, and so on. I mean, this is really, really newbie friendly. I think the team at Endeavour OS did a really good job in trying to make this graphical installer and welcome screen as painless as possible. I normally use Ubuntu or Ubuntu-based systems. That was my first date in Linux. Many years ago was Ubuntu, and I've just been more comfortable using Ubuntu or Ubuntu-based systems because they just work. I don't usually find myself having to, find an issue or fix an issue or solve bugs and all that. But, to each his own. For you, maybe Arch-based is the way to go, and if it works, hey, the best Linux distribution is the one that works, right? Of course it is. Just a quick note, if you'd like to join us on the next Linux A team, normally I will be recording these probably on the weekends for the foreseeable future. So if you want to join us, let me know. I don't know when the live shows are coming back. I'm also stuck in the house with this virus mess going on here in the United States and around the world. So the live shows for now have been canceled for the foreseeable future. I hope to get those going soon. So just a heads up there. But yeah, right now it looks like the recordings for the Linux A team will be on the weekends. I'm guessing 10 p.m. Friday nights Eastern Time. And maybe one day we'll talk about Arch-based systems on the next Linux A team. I think the next topic for the next Linux A team will be why Windows users should switch to Linux. And considering all the news coming out of Windows 10 updates, maybe everybody should. Maybe it's time to switch to a Linux-based if you so can manage to, or at least maybe pick up a Chromebook so you know the power of Linux in an easy-to-use system. But that's another story. I do like the name Endeavour. I guess they named it after the space shuttle. I'm not really sure. They have the picture of one of the space shuttles. And that's fine. It's cool. I should have had some background music playing. Suppose I can do that. Nah, I won't. Maybe next time. Anybody else been testing Ubuntu? Or wants to try Ubuntu? So far, it seems to work pretty good. Haven't had any issues. With Ubuntu, it just works. And Ubuntu base, so far in my test, it just works. So, been very happy with Ubuntu and Ubuntu based so far, and I predict 2004 would be the best one yet. I've also fully installed Ubuntu Mate. I will have an update on that sometime in the future. I'm running this on a 50-inch TV here, down here in the office, so I hit the scaling option, display, scale 200%. So I just cranked it up so you guys could see this a little bit better. So if it looks a little big or too large, that's me. That's not Endeavour OS. So, all right, so 34%. I just realized that my Windows hard drive is not an SSD, unlike my Ubuntu hard drive. So there is a difference. One of the most cheapest, most cost-effective upgrades you can do on your machine or machines is to take out the old hard drive and put in an SSD. I've done 1 or 2 videos on that. Just look it up on my channel. It's not that hard, really. So if you've never done it, don't panic. Don't panic. It's all good. You know, that's what this channel was made for. All you beginners out there, all 1 billion Windows users out there, who for some reason I'm still having a hard time convincing you guys that yeah, Linux right now overall is better than Windows overall. Now, if you like gaming, if you're a gamer, then okay, then you win. Stick to Windows. So, for now. All right, so this is jumping up. We're at 88%, moving right along. I did not take a look at the forums. I suppose I should have. I don't know if they're informative or if they're friendly enough. I really don't know. So I cannot really comment yet on the forums. I know the Ubuntu forums and the Ubuntu Mate and Linux forums, Linux Mint forums are fantastic in the times that I've used them. So if you guys take a look at this at the forum, let me know. I'm trying to think what I will test next. Not sure yet. If you guys have any suggestions on what to look out or what to look at, whether it's something in Linux or Windows, I still use Windows, let me know. Okay, so we're at the end here. It says all done and restart and all that. So I went through the process here. Now this is the default desktop. Again, the resolution here, I fiddle with it as would a Windows user. So again, if you're a Windows user brand new to this, you may have to fiddle with this too. Again, if I would install the guest editions, it would have been easier to do that. So yeah, was not in the mood. As far as Xfce goes, I like to right click on the desktop, go to applications, and gives me this drop down menu, kind of reminiscent of the old Windows XP days. It's kind of nostalgic, just super easy. And if I was going to use an Xfce based system, this is how I would get to my software. Just right click, boom, and ready to go. This has pretty much all the software you would need to get started. One thing I would install here is Chrome. For some reason, for me in Linux, Firefox is much or somewhat slower than Chrome. Not sure why, but Chrome or something similar like Brave browser is faster, noticeably faster in Linux. So yeah, Firefox is installed by default. It's okay, but if I was going to keep this, I would definitely go with Chrome or Brave browser. So HTOP, again, the memory usage on this wasn't bad at all in my brief test. If we go to the welcome screen, again, I mentioned this at the start here. This is something that's well, this is needed and should be mandatory for newbies, and it's here. Lots of options, update mirror system, detect system issues. I think here I messed with the, here you can change the display manager, light DM, LXDM. I think I went with the Xfce vanilla theme just to see what it would look like. And here Firefox finally pops up, yay! I get a little bit slow, but that's okay. So I went back to the Xfce vanilla theme just out of curiosity. Now this would have to reboot the system. So I'll let you know what the plain, very plain Xfce looks like. I didn't like it. Yeah, I was just curious, just to try it out. But it's, yeah, if I was going to keep this, I would not be using vanilla Xfce theme. Okay, so now I have to log back in with my super insecure password. And you're going to take a look at a plain Jane, real brief look at a plain Jane Xfce theme. And that's really plain looking, isn't it? Anyway, I just wanted to show you this. So this is just about over. But it's nice with this that you have options in terms of changing the looks of this. I think they're newbie-friendly options to change the theming of this. I like what I see. I'm not the type to switch from Ubuntu base to Arch base personally, but from what I've seen, yeah, this might be worth a shot if you are interested in something other than Ubuntu based. But yeah, from what I saw here, it's fine. I think the Endeavour OS team has done a very good job. So congratulations. I think this is something that will hopefully stick around for a while. All right, let me end this. So if you guys have any questions, let me know. But this is my brief look at Endeavour OS. Let me know what you guys think. I'm going to finish recording this. Hopefully this recorded good enough. If not, I'll have to do some more editing, which I don't like, but that's a different story. Anyway, take care, and I'll catch you on the next one. Arrivederci.